This is the first game, first season, or seventh season, first game, season opener. We got here the Storm class, Storm division for mixed doubles. Like how everyone's already paired off, getting ready to go, psyching up. So if you're interested, here's the scorecard. Obviously no scores yet, we haven't started. This is kind of where we're going to break. Oh, we are starting now. So talk too soon, this is what happens. Alright, there we go. They are kicking off. Now looks like everyone is potting to different corners of the map. Pools closed, looks like they're dropping early near the saloon. Gen 09. Of course, that team is pools closed, I think. Adult Swim. That makes sense to me. All right, and we got 3 squads landing in Summit. Verified in XV. Ooh, XV. Vinchia getting hit by Red Fox from the back. Red Fox taking out our host with an RFB. Cryptonautica. Taking roots there in the hay bales. Meanwhile, Rad Fox and McCheesy, aka Cheese Fox, looks like pursuing Verified to finish the squad wipe early on here this round. And let me get the game audio. Sorry about that. Drop here in Summit. Rad Fox and McCheesy holding back to get that drop, most likely. Alright, so it looks like Xvictia and Verified have made it their way out of trouble. Towards the tower.
Battle zone is now
Let's see where our other teams are. We got No Soup for You, Sky Candy, aka No Candy for You. Sounded like some gunshots happening somewhere. Cryptonautica kind of staying in the zone, which appears to be where we're at as well. Satan and Philly climbing what looks like the Conch Tower. Nope, they're in Dance Club. Good place to loot. Yeah, everyone's kind of spread out right now. Had some action early on, but I guess that's what happens when everybody pods out. As the zone gets smaller, as everyone comes closer together, I'm sure we'll see a lot more action. Satan and Philly climbing out the backside of the zone here in Metro, getting some great height advantage. We'll see kind of where the zone closes ultimately. Oh, here we go. So it looks like Cheese Fox making their way to Adult Swim. They're probably Adult Swim moving closer into the zone. And of course, McCheesy, Red Fox Owning Summit. Having the height advantage on Gen and pulls close. We do, looks like in Plains, have some action. Here. Cliptis taking some shots at Soup for You. Oh, Sky Candy. Cosmo taking some shots at No Soup for You. Sky Candy running towards the tower where they'll meet up with a squad. B. Verified and Xvinchia. Looks like, oh, they are very close to each other. Yes, Xvinchia probably is very aware that they are climbing the tower, trying to race to the top. Meanwhile, Rad Fox taking some shots at Hay Bales for his Gen 09 and pulls closed. Adult Swim. And Cheesy joining the fight, taking some hits at pools closed. Making contact, kind of staying near the corner of the zone, which looks like it's going to be moving to Summit. Nice. Ooh, nice nade by Rad Fox. Pulsclo just trying to take cover over the hay bale behind it. Sort of pinned down. Looks like Rad Fox is pushing their way towards them. Oh, third party shots by the Cliptis. McCheesy. Whoa. Smacked down by Pulls Close, and Gen takes out Rad Fox. That is our first team elimination on this season opener. Great job by Pulls Closed. And Gen 09. Adult Swim. Meanwhile, looks like no candy for you. Team C might do a hot drop. Pin drop from the tower, we'll see. I thought we had two squads climbing up the tower. They probably moved around. Yep, they did. They kind of swung out there. We got Sigil, Team B moving into Summit. The zone. Alright, battle on the sign. Pop one sign. We got Pulls Closed on one side. THC Cliptis on the other. Nice nades. Breaking down those shields. Team Cosmo taking some shots as they're running from those shots into the hay bale. As everyone races towards the zone. Alright, no candy for you, Team C. Ooh, Sky Candy getting hit from the side, from the rocks, by No Longer in Philly. CIC. Here we go. G making their way up the hill. C. No Soup for You getting hit from two sides, two different teams. It's a soup sandwich. And here we got Team D and Team F fighting each other as well. Two good fights going on right now. Hard to focus on which one. We got three teams up here on the hill, two teams below. And then the last team working their way through Metropolis. Satangod's taking some op shots at Cosmo. All the way from the other side of the map. There we go. Fight in the zone in the corner. We got 2 pulls closed. Major Wise Guy. Evil Eva. Pulls closed, taken out by Major Wise Guy with an MP5. Jen trying to avenge the partner. Oh, another squad wipe. Major Wise Guy takes out Jen with an MP5. Now they're fighting the zone and a team. Evil Eva needing to get that res, the heals. Meanwhile, looks like Verified's kind of stuck in zone there in the corner. Probably want to get out of there before they get eaten by the zone. CIC taking some more shots at THC. No suit for you, getting pinned down. Getting shot by no longer than Philly. Stuck in the house and about to hit the zone. Where's the better shot?
Battle zone shrinking in.
We got Major Wise Guy moving up towards Summit. Clip just takes out Sky Candy with the AKM. No suit for you, being pinned down by both CIC members and taken out. They're great execution by Satan and Philly. Satan Philly, great position, got the height advantage and the zone advantage. Verified trying to sweep through the zone, probably get them. Well, they're not. Oh. Ooh, that was really close by Verified. Nice. Major Wise Guy. Taken out by THC Cosmo. Here we go. 3-way battle. Satan and Philly, of course, have that small portion of zone. There we go, last 2 squads. Satan and Philly, and we have Sigil. Ex Vincia died in battle zone, and that's it. First game for the Season 7 opener of the Storm Division in mixed doubles. Let's go ahead and check out the scores as they come in. Satan Philly first place, Sigil second place. THC Cosmo, Calyptus, aka Cryptonautica. And Cheese Fox. There we go, those are the scores. THC with a really good turnout this first round. 3 kills, over 1,300 damage. Of course, Satan and Philly also holding it out to the end with over 1,000 damage together. Perfect. I think we're about to start round 2. Of course, you're watching Mixed Doubles. My name is Vermosity. I'm the streamer for this round, for this game. This lobby is being hosted by Ex Vincia, who's also a participant on Team Sigil. And here we go. Round 2 underway. Looks like everybody is either dropping. Nope, everyone's potting out from Metro, from Complex. He goes in, and Philly will be dropping into Metro to get that sweet, sweet loot. Looks like we have a team also dropping at Sandbox. Oh, no, though they are moving their way towards Cemetery. That's Sky Candy, No Soup for You, aka No Candy for You. Then we have THC to Cosmo and Cliptus, also Cryptonautica, landing into Sandbox. And it looks like we got 2 squads. One squad moving to Kingdom. Sigil moving into Kingdom, while Cheese Fox huddling over the towers.
Supply drop deploying to Defiance.
Nice. Major Wise guy took out Pool's Close with a Cyber Blade. Pool's Close making their way back to Gen 09 for res. Meanwhile, Major Wise guy, Evil Eva are in pursuit.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Alright, looks like Jin's dipping out. Getting safe distance away from the squad to get a res on for Pools Closed. Plenty of distance from poor decisions. That's the team up here near the saloon. Alright, looks like the zone is near the Sandbox and Tower. Satan Philly already making their way to Defiance. We have a team in Cemetery that looks like No Candy for You. And then Cryptonautica. Oh, they might clash. Over here, yeah, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a tussle. Sky Candy picking over that pursuit. There we go. Clip just taking some shots at No Soup for You. Sky Candy returning the favor. No Soup for You getting railed on by Cliptus. Looks like Soup's trying to catch Cliptus off guard by going around him. Cliptus got double teamed by No Soup for You and Sky Candy, taken out ultimately by Sky Candy. THC Cosmo trying to push a res, maybe a bit of a risk. No Soup for You on them. Ah, Cyber Blade kills. No Soup for You takes out both of Cryptonautica. That was a great kill. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Got Satan and Philly taking up that corner of zone and complex. Not much else going on there. See if the closest team we have is Cheese Fox. Looks like they might come in contact with Verified, which is from the team Sigil. Cheese Fox hiding on behind this rock, getting some good spying on their other team down there. It looks like Verified and Xvincia caught in the middle between two teams. It's hard to see, hard to tell if Poor Decisions sees them. Oh, yep, it looks like there's 3. Nope, I guess not. Xvechia got out of that situation. Cheese Fox making their way to the sandbox, to the Viking village. Great. Looks like Zone is in cemetery. Showdown at the church. Satan and Philly making their way towards the backside along the brick wall towards the Dead River.
Battle zone is now
Sky
shrinking.
Candy, No Soup for You on the other side of Zone. But it looks like they might know that they're there. Sky Candy, No Soup for You making their way towards this corner of the map where Satan and Philly are. See where everyone else is. We got Cheese Fox making their way towards Cemetery. Then we got Poor Decisions on their tail. Then we got 2 other squads going through Defiance to make it towards the cemetery as well. Alright, I'm guessing No Soup for You and Sky Candy did not see Satan and Philly, as they're choosing to go back in towards the church. There we go, some action over there by the crack houses. And also in the cemetery we got Rad Fox taking some hits by Major Wise Guy. Looks like No Soup for You and Sky Candy also want a third party, but they're deciding to hold back and stay at the church. Major Wise Guy making a push towards this corner of the zone. Mac Cheesy and Rad Fox VR holding the gazebo down there. Oh, no longer in Philly. Took out Xvechia. Looks like they also tried to make it to that that side of the zone and had no luck. All right, let's check out some. Got some zone bombs, zone grenades. So for you, taking some shots off the church. Rad Fox McCheesy pursuing Major Wise Guy and Evil Eva. McCheesy in full pursuit to get in a tussle with Major Wise Guy. Oh. Looks like there's a battle here at the church. Sky Candy and No Soup for You taking on Poor Decisions. Meanwhile, Rad Fox and McCheesy holding up that gazebo. They're in the zone, so why not? Taking some shots at Sky Candy. Alright, so it looks like Poor Decisions are going to hold back for a little while, probably towards the end game. We got some fighting here. Satan and Philly not letting Sigil out of the zone, kind of letting them burn. Xvechia trying to get around. CIC taking some hits from Verified. Verified taken out by Satan Goss. Good job with the CX4. Meanwhile, Verified's teammate Xvechia, the host of this lobby, making their way towards the corner. And about to meet up. Oh, nice grenade by No Soup for You. Xvechia taken down, joining the battle, third partying. No Soup for You getting hit behind from CIC. Xvechia taken out by Pulls Closed.
to cemetery.
Looks like church is not where you want to be today. Soup and Candy now pinned down by 3 separate squads. Sky Cannon getting lit up. The Cheese Fox over here. Red Fox making their way towards the corner of the zone. Get some early cover, zone advantage. Meanwhile, fighting at the church continues to happen. Philly takes out Sky Candy. No Soup for You takes out Philly, and Satan Goss takes out Soup. Satan Goss took out, pulls close. And Jen died outside the battle zone. Looks like CIC is still in the game. Great takedowns by Satan Goss. Here we go. The last tussle for this game, for this round, second round. Season 7, mixed doubles. Major Wise Guy peeking over this brick wall. Hard cover. Philly died in the battle zone. Gonna get rezzed. Mac Cheesy pursuing Satan Goss. Satan Goss not wanting to get smacked down by Mac Cheesy. Leaving Rad Fox all alone on this side of the zone. Satan Goss able to pull off the res for Philly. Rad Fox now 2v1. Ooh. Nice. Just Rad Fox in the Evil 11. Red Fox and Major Wise Guy. Battle in the zone. Rad Fox just ate a banana. So did Major Wise Guy. Rad Fox making her way to the zone. Major Wise Guy not letting up. Rad Fox peeking. Mac Cheesy letting you know where Rad Fox is. And there we go. Rad Fox died out in the battle zone. That is it for round 2. Major Wise Guy, part of Poor Decisions. They take it here in the second round. So let's go back and check out the scores. Alright, there we go. We got the scores coming in now. Yeah, that was pretty good, pretty close there. Rad Fox almost handled that whole squad by herself. Alright, first place, well, placement first is Poor Decisions. Narrowly. And it kind of looks like we are ready to kick off round 3. Let's move the scores out of the way. So we got Team Sigil landing in planes. We have several teams landing near Metro. No candy for you. Taking up the side of Metro, we got Cryptonautica also on here. It sounds like there's some fighting in Kingdom. Ex Vincia took out Major Y guy with the foul over at Kingdom. Wherever I placed that marker.
Supply drop deploying to Metropolis.
Okay, let's go back to Metro. So I'm landed in Metro. Sounds like somebody's taking pop shots over there near the train station. But I think they're just taking pot shots. I don't think they're fighting anybody. So Cryptonautica right here. Oh, pretty close to No Soup for You. Let's see if we can get Cosmo getting hit from behind by Soup. Cosmo returning the favor. So for you, looks like just hanging back a little bit, playing it safe. Where's Soup's teammate? Sky Candy making their way up top. We got a good old showdown here between two squads. Cryptonautica, Clydis taking some hits by Soup. Nearly breaking all their shields. Clydis looks like retreating, probably going to the gun store a little bit to get out of the fire. Heal up a little bit, shield up. Before they make another push. And I see Satan and Philly making their way towards Defiance, towards the tower. We got a squad in tower right now that looks like poor decisions. You will have a Major Wise guy. We got Team Sigil making their way towards tower as well, with Ex Vincia and Verified. Here we got two squads that look like they're gonna combat on this upper corner of the zone. Rad Fox taking some shots, giving some shots by pools closed. Adult Swim. Ooh, nice op by Rad Fox on Gen 09. I assume that was op, maybe that was something else. Yep, looks like an op. Pulls close, couldn't handle the heat, decided to retreat. Looks like Major Wise guy took out Philly over near the tower in Defiance. There we go. Evileva takes some shots at Satan Goss. Ooh, Satan Goss getting hit by Evileva pretty hard there. While she was running away. Evileva in full pursuit. Philly looking to get a res maybe. Yep, resed up. Battle inside here now. Evil Eva taking out both the CIC members of the UMP, both Satan and Philly. And grabbing the loot. That was a great push. Great push.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
There you go. 3-team tussle. We got Clipnotica taking refuge. Ooh, Cliptus nailing Gen Jin with an op. That was a great shot. Cheesy's shooting at Calyptus from the hill. Rad Fox also taking some shots at Cosmo. Cosmo returning the favor. Looks like Pulse Close trying to make their way out of the zone. Trying to get behind everybody to probably healed up. Alright. Looks like teams are splitting over here. Let's go back to Metro. Sky Candy, Knows For You versus Poor Decisions. No Candy For You on top of the roof there. Meanwhile, Poor Decisions goes beneath here in Metro. Alright, it looks like Pulse Close was able to avoid any collisions with anybody else as they make their way in the back corner of the zone. Gen 09 now fully healed up and ready to go. No Soup For You and Sky Candy have a good height advantage, and they're in the zone. Meanwhile, Verified and Vincia, aka Sigil team, making their way towards this corner of the zone. Not much cover to hide behind except their own builds. Sky Candy not letting them up. Meanwhile, looks like we get Cliptonautica. Adult Swim going at it here on the street. Adult Swim trying to prevent Cliptonautica from hitting his own. Cosmo taking out Gen Jin with an RFB. Clip is taking some shots at Pulse Close. Oh, now we got Cliptonautica getting third-partied by Rad Fox. Looks like Cliptonautica will be chilling in that building for now. They're shielded up pretty good there. Looks like Pulse Close is pretty close. Cosmo getting lit up by McCheesy and Red Fox. Red Fox taking out Calyptus. This guy get out of zone eventually. Nice op shots by Red Fox. Gen dying in zone. Looks like Clippus is about to pursue. The pool's closed. Nice. Nice DT shots. So much action going on right now. Skull Candy versus Major Wise Guy. Trying to get a res. There we go, Major Wise Guy taking out Skull Candy with an MP5. We got Rad Fox and McCheesy here in this corner. Xvichia over there, hanging out in the same place they were not too long ago, taking some shots at Cliptonautica. Nice takedown with the RFB. Cosmo kind of hiding behind the semi. Good. Good cover, but staying quiet.
Battle zone is now
Major
shrinking.
Wise Guy, of course, couldn't get the same break. And it sounds like... Oh. Poor decisions getting hit by two teams. Evil Eva taking up a X Vicia with an ump. Looks like Major
Battle
Wise
zone
Guy
shrinking
eating
in
the zone.
60 seconds.
Now we got Team Sigil in the middle of the park. Parking lot. Yeah, oh, Major Wise Guy really low. Takes out McCheesy with the MP5. So close. Rad Fox right next door.
Supply drop to
Rad Fox more occupied on Cryptonautica. Nice takedown by Rad Fox, both THC members. Meanwhile, Evil Eva gets rezzed by Major Wise Guy, who really is one tap.
battle zone is now
Major Wise Guy, yep, that zone, one tapped him. Rad Fox lighting everybody out. Just tearing up everybody else. It's just 1v1. Rad Fox versus Minchia. Rad Fox goes in for the kill and takes the round. Great job, Rad Fox and the rest of Cheese Fox team. Yeah, go Cheese Fox. All right, let's get back here to the lobby and I'll check out the scores. That was a really, really fun game. Really fun round. So that was game 3, of course. We got 3 more games to go. Pretty soon we'll see who's so far in first place. Right now it looks like that's Poor Decisions, which would be Evil Eva and Major Wise Guy. Right on. Great showing for everybody involved. Cheese Fox getting 1,800 damage. It looks like leading the pack right now, though, still with 39 points is Poor Decisions. But Cheese Fox not behind. All right, let's go in round 4. Alright. We got a team landing in Summit. Foothills area. And that is Poor Decisions. Then we got the THC squad, which is Cryptonautica landing in Metro. And we have a squad landing in Cemetery. Sky Candy and No Soup for You. Verified in X Vincia, landing in Sandbox.
supply drop deploying to cemetery.
Satan of Philly, Kingdom, and we have 2 squads over here in Observatory. see. Yep. We got Cheese Fox. Yeah, an Adult Swim going at it. Pulls close, getting railed on by looks like Mac Cheesy. Okay, zone is going to be towards tower, in sandbox, a little bit of cemetery.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Adult Swim looks like they got the shield and the health that they needed to ready and start the late game. I see Satan Goss over there. I don't see Philly anywhere. Where did Philly go? Looks like it's just Satan Goss. I wonder if Philly glitched out. Adult Swim looks like they are holding it up there in Plains. That's where Satan has to go. Satan Goss looks like flying solo right now. Lost Philly. But she's a great player. She probably could hold her own. Two teams there in Metro. Doesn't look like they're aware of one another. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Major Wise Guy and then THC Kleptonautica. Right here, the parking structure. Eating the zone. Major Wise Guy taking some shield off of Cliptus. Cliptus rocking PJ banana suit. Cosmo looks like they're getting the higher ground. Looking to cut them off as Major Wise Guy and Evil Eva make their way into the zone. And that's a tough place to be down there when the zone is hitting you. Luckily, the zone isn't that rough right now. THG getting third party, one getting assaulted on their way towards the zone by Verified It and Ex Vincia, aka Sigil. Taking some hard cover back there in Complex. Meanwhile, we got Wise Guy and Evil hiding out, peeking. It looks like out the window, waiting to make their move on an unsuspecting Sigil team. Everybody making their way towards the tower. I don't recall what the zone was. No, it was that sandbox. It looks like it might be cemetery again. Yep, that's where the zone is. Satan Goss, Major Wise Guy, and Evil Eva might have a little bit of a tussle here in the tower. Satan Goss making her way around the tower, it looks like. Trying to avoid any issues right now. Looks like she's playing solo for sure. I don't know where Philly went. we got teams making their way to the zone. Not much fighting happening at the moment. Satan Goss cautiously making her way towards the zone. Flying solo. Kleptonautica making their way past the houses. A little bit of a build up there in Sandbox. I don't think the zone is moving in quite yet. No, it is. So going to be pushing everybody into this little square. Where we already have No Soup for You, Red Fox, and McCheesy. Imagine they will start fighting soon. Got 3 teams here. Pulls close, eyeballing Mac and Cheesy, taking some shields off Mac Cheesy. No Soup for You, third partying. A distracted Pulls close. Meanwhile, Red Fox hanging back. Satan Goss taking on all by herself. THC, Kleptonautica. Waiting for Satan Goss to leave the house. Very aware where she's at. Don't know how she's going to survive this. Satan Goss making her way over the house. Cliptus waiting for her to come down. Seeing us taking some shots at Cosmo. Cliptus making their way up with the DT, taking out Satan Goss. Satan Goss, you did great. It was an M10, not a DT. Alright, let's go catch up to the other 3 teams that are on this corner. Pulls close, taking out Evil Eva, Major Wise Guy taking out Gen 09. Soup, they're back. There you go, Major Wise Guy taking out Pulls Close. But no time to rest, no time to shield. We got Rad Fox making their pursuit towards the wounded team back here. Oh, nice grenade. Zone nade. Pushing them to rush out of the zone even quicker. Evil Eva taking some serious hits in the zone. Major Wise Guy making their way up high, getting third-partied by Verified by Team Sigil. Rad Fox and McCheesy waiting for Evil Eva and Major Wise Guy to get out of the zone.
Battle zone shrinking in. 45 seconds.
Cheesy taking out Major Wise Guy. Evil Eva also taken out by Rad Fox VR with an AKM. Great kill. They're going to be holding this corner for sure. Sky Candy trying to take some shots. No Soup for You is pushing in. McCheesy taking out Sky Candy from behind. Rad Fox taking out No Soup for AKM. Great kill by Rad Fox VR. Oh, nice grenades. Rad Fox hanging on the corner, getting taken out by Ex Machina. Clip GG's coming in with the shotgun. Such a tight space. Oh, Cyberblade kill by THC Cosmo, and I think that's the end of this round 4. Good job, and looks like Kleptonautica takes it at the end. Let's go ahead and check out the scores. Yeah, that was a great showing. Alright, here we are. Scores for round 4. That was really intense. Got really close and personal up there at the end. Yeah, that was it was a crazy final. There we go. Placements are rolling in. So are the scores. Now, over 1,000 damage by Cheese Fox. Now, it's very high damage. That kind of, that pushes them forward a little bit. They're still in second place with 43 points. Poor Decisions holding on to that lead barely by 2 points with 45.86. So let's get back to the game, and we'll be starting round 5. Only 2 more rounds left on this Season 7 opener. You're watching the Storm League, or Storm Division for mixed doubles. 2v2, v2, v2, v2. Number of assists for Cheese Fox. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Good job. I wonder if they are waiting for Philly to hop back on, because I know that Philly had to drop out. Moss, there's Sangos right there. So I'm wondering if that's who they're waiting for right now. I mean, I can check the Discord. In case you're interested in who's playing, I got the team roster right here. We got, of course, the lobby's being hosted by X Vincia, who's also participating with Verified, with Team Sigil. Then we got McCheesy, Radfox VR for Cheese Fox, Polls Closed, Gen09 with Adult Swim. We got No Soup for You and Sky Candy for No Candy for You. Evil Eva, Major Wise Guy with Poor Decisions. THC Cosmo and THC Cliptus 86 for Clipnautica, and then Satan and Philly, of course, with CIC Clan, Comrades Carnage, no longer in Philly, and CIC Satan Goss. And it kind of looks like we are waiting for Philly, probably, before we can get started on round 4. The one downside of this tool is I can't hear what anybody's saying. It'd be really interesting to hear some commentary. Alright, looks like we started with 5th round. Maybe. Nope, not yet. False start. Still waiting on Philly. Alright. Now we're ready to get going. Here we go. 5th round of the Season 7 opener for the Storm League. Part of Mixed Doubles. Sponsored by the ladies of Pop One and CIC Comrades in Carnage. Adult Swim looking like they are dropping. On Sandbox, not too far behind by Sigil. Oh, pulls closed. Opt out Ex Ventia from the sky. Before they can even land. Yeah, it was very nice. Now, of course, putting Verified in a position where they got to res their teammate. A little bit of a false start for them. Great shot by Pulse Closed. Alright, no candy for you. Looting up at the Kingdom.
Supply drop deploying at the frontier.
Kinda looks like we got a sub. Oh yeah, it looks like Clint is subbing for Philly. Over there in Metro. Alright, 3 squads around Metro. We got Cryptonautica climbing up on the landing area for Metro. Rat Fox VR, Mac Cheesy hanging around Kong.
Madison is now shrinking.
And then we got Satan and Philly, or Satan and Clint now, taking on this side near Summit. Looks like Clint might actually be climbing into Summit to loot up there. And also End Zone, so it's a good place to be. Alright, so it looks like Cryptonautica and Rat Fox McCheesy might get into tussle soon. Zone is going to be pushing out everybody out of Metro into Summit, where Satan and Clint will be waiting to pick him off. Sounds like some action happening in Defiance. Here we go. Pulls close, taking some shots at Major Wise Guy. Wise Guy returning the favor, able to take some shield off of Pulls Closed. Looks like we have some fighting in Metro and Summit. Yep, Satan and Goss taking some shots at Radfox VR. Knocking a little bit of shield off. Clint also taking some shots. Mac Cheesy, meanwhile, hanging back, providing some support for Radfox, who just got hit with an op by Clint. Clint, Mac Cheesy taking a lot more than just a bit of shield off of Clint with an op shot. Sounds like there's also some fighting happening at Kingdom between No Soup for You and the rest of Sigil. Verified eating in the zone. Hopefully Verified can grab a banana or something, otherwise it is one way to go. And defeated, died out in the battle zone. Let's go back to Metro. Defiance. We got some fighting going on here. Radfox taking some hits by Cosmo. Cheese Fox was fighting themselves in between two teams. It looks like Satan and Clint are backing off from the fight a little bit, meaning that Klyptonautica and Cheese Fox to hop on combat. Where are we at? Tower. Jin takes out Evil Eva. Bullsco making their way, pursuing Major Wise Guy out of the tower. Major Wise Guy climbing the tower, maybe getting out of the way so they can res their teammate. Oh, peeking behind the hard cover. Good idea. Got the AKM out.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
But it doesn't look like anybody is pursuing them, so time for a res. Alright, some more fighting at Summit between Radfox and Cosmo. Ooh, Clip just has the high ground. Radfox and Cheesy gotta get out of the zone. Clip just got hit behind by Clint, 25. Clip just find themselves now in the middle between two really good teams. Clip just not being no schmuck either. Radfox, ooh, nice op shot by McCheesy. Clip is taken out by Radfox with AKM. Cosmo now pinned between bullets in the zone. Got all their shield knocked out. They're into the skin. There we go. Banana. Radfox getting hit by Clint. And Satan pulling in behind Clint. Also providing some fire. While McCheesy trying to dodge Clint's op fire. Ooh. Clint taking out Radfox with an op. Clint holding up the sign. Falling out the sign. Giving Klyptonautica plenty of time to res and get out of the fight. Only to get sandwiched in between some teams here in Plains. Looks like Adult Swim waiting for Klyptonautica to come out of their little building. Sky Canning takes some shots away from downtown. Gen finding themselves in between two squads. Taken out by Major Wise Guy. Pulls close, not trying to waste any opportunities to take out THC, but also getting shot from behind. Radfox died in the battle zone. Pulls close in between two teams. Clip just taken out by Major Wise Guy with an MP5. Satan and Clint providing some third-party fire as they race their way towards Kingdom into the zone. Cosmo trying to get out of the zone before they die.
Squads remaining.
There we go. Klyptonautica taken out by the zone. Full Slow died in the battle zone, eliminating Adult Swim. Now it looks like there's only 3 squads left. Got no candy for you.
2 squads remaining.
2 squads left. Man, that zone is brutal. 2 teams now, no candy for you. And Satan and Clint. No soup for you and Sky Candy kind of holding Kingdom since the beginning of this round. No soup for you throwing some zone nades, it looks like.
60 seconds.
Clinton providing some covering fire for Satan. Satan getting hit by Sky Candy. Finding themselves pinned down here against this wall. Sky Candy, no soup for you, have the superior position, elevated and in the zone. Looks like no soup for you is falling behind, falling back. Try to get a better angle at Clint, who's climbing up those stairs. Satan not letting Sky Candy wanting to forget that she's there. Nice. No, just Satan and Goss versus 2 members of No Candy for You. There you go. No soup for you takes down Satan Goss with MP5, and that is round 5. Winners, first place is No Candy for You. We'll go ahead and get the scorecard out. Yet another great round. Looks like they're counting St. Goss and Clint as their own team. There we go. And who's got the lead right now? It looks like with 56 points, Poor Decisions are leading the way. Second place is Cheese Fox with 48. So trailing by 8 points now. 1 round left to go. We'll be done with the season opener, season 7 opener of mixed doubles. Storm League, Storm Division. And we're off. This is game 6. All right. Alright, looks like Rad Fox VR is in hot pursuit towards Sky Candy, or was. Sky Candy getting off easy there. Let's see what other teams we got here. We got Adult Swim, landed in Plains. Here we have Sigil landed in Sandbox. We have Cryptonautica in Cemetery. We've got Poor Decisions there in Metro. And Satan and Clint
Supply drop deploying to the tower.
in Kingdom. Okay, I'm gonna kind of spread apart, so I'm not gonna get much action right now. Yeah, let's go finish strong. It's the last game. Game 6. I think this duos format's pretty exciting. I know a couple weeks ago they played quads, and that was really fun too. 4v4
Battle zone is
v4.
now shrinking.
I think it's a little bit of a different dynamic with just 2 players than it is with 3. It's kind of easy to be the third wheel in a team of 3. No third wheels in a team of 2. All right. Got Adult Swim here hanging out in this corner of tower. Meanwhile, we got Cryptonautica pushing their way towards the houses. We got Sigil kind of just hanging out there. Yeah, I think a lot of people are just going to kind of hang out on the sides of the zone until we know exactly where it's going to land. McCheesy, Rad Fox VR making their way out of Foothills area to get into the plains where they'll probably, looks like they might come up against Clint and Satan. We'll see. Sky Candy, no, oh, there we go. We got No Soup for You versus Rad Fox. Let's see if I can get there quick. There we go. No Soup for You, Sky Candy taking some refuge. In the hay bales, Rad Fox being hit for planes by Clint 25, CIC clan. Satan Goss taking out the remaining members of No Candy for You. They're kind of split. One CIC member taking out one team. Well, taking on one team while the other's taking on the other. Clint providing some backup for Satan Goss. Satan Goss taking cover after getting some of her shield knocked out. Clint getting hit from behind by Rad Fox VR. No Soup for You. Pushing their way through the zone to get out of the fighting. Sky Candy falling suit. Satan Goss and Clint now pinned by the zone and a Cheese Fox. Satan Goss taken out by Rad Fox with the FB. Sky Candy kind of hanging back, maybe to get that third-party shot off Clint. Clint trying to avoid Rad Fox's shots. Alright, looks like Clint made it to the other side of the wall here. Just for a moment, has the time to breathe. Maybe heal up Satan Goss. There we go. Resin going on. Now we got some action there at the tower. Away. Defiance area. Major Wise Guy versus Cryptonautica. Evil Eva backing up Major Wise Guy. Everyone making their way towards the zone, which looks like it's an observatory, maybe? Nope, it's going to be in Sandbox. Or Evil Eva. Taking some shots, running away towards the houses, making their way towards the zone. We have 2 squads in zone right now. Sigil and Adult Swim. Does not yet look like they've engaged. Any fighting? Satan Goss looks like taking on Rad Fox. McCheesy providing some support with an op, checking their 6, making sure nobody's behind them this time. Clint, ooh, narrowly missing Max op shots. Satan can't say the same. McCheesy falling back, Rad Fox also falling back, getting some cover, while Clint and Satan Goss make their way out of the zone. Looks like there is some fighting in Sandbox right now. Satan Goss 1 tap. Taken out by Rad Fox with the RFB. Leaving just Clint behind.
6 squads remaining.
Oh, looks like pulls closed, just swiped Sigil from game 6. Clint trying to make a final stand against Rad Fox and McCheesy. McCheesy taking out Clint with an MP5. We got Clipnotica waiting for Cheese Fox to get out of the corner. They're pinched. Meanwhile, there's a lot of action happening here at Sandbox. 3-way tussle. No Candy for You, Adult Swim, and Poor Decisions. Each taking their own corner. Yeah, it was a great job by Mac. Yep. Yep. Some great teams today playing. It's been a really exciting match. Great turnout too. 7 squads. McCheesy takes out Cosmo with an MP5. It looks like McCheesy takes out Cliptus with an MP5. Squad wipe for McCheesy. They gotta get out of that zone. Looks like Rad Fox making their way to the zone. Get some cover. Looks like Sky Candy, No Soup for You, keeping tabs on them. Nice. Sky Candy takes out, pulls close with RFB. McCheesy getting hit, but it looks like they're backing off. McCheesy might get a break. Or No Candy for You, who are pushing Adult Swim pretty hard. Adult Swim, the only team in the zone. Getting shot from 2 directions. Sky Candy taking out pulls close with an MP5. Jen being hit and taken out by Major Wise Guy with a foul. Nice. That was insane. So now we have a squad here in zone. They get the drop. Major Wise Guy holding it up there. The Viking castle, whatever it is. And then we got Cheese Fox here. Rad Fox, McCheesy hanging out in this corner of the zone. Trying to decide how they're going to push.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
Got Major Wise Guy pushing up the hill. McCheesy getting them from behind. Let's check that out. That might be fun to see. Major Wise Guy very aware of Rad Fox VR. McCheesy pursuing Major Wise Guy. Some 1v1 action here. McCheesy taken out by Major Wise Guy with an MP5 or with a UMP. Rad Fox getting eaten up in the zone. Getting a little bit of a break. Sky Candy and No Soup for You are preoccupied with Poor Decision. Rad Fox threw a zone, 2 zone grenades, and Guide in the zone. 2 squads remaining. Sky Candy versus Poor Decisions. There we go. That P90 tore through those builds. And here we have the winners. First place for this round, round 6, season opener. Poor Decisions. Eva Leva and Major Wise Guy. Yeah, there was no loot left in that Sacred Village. Yep. Alright, cool. And that was it. Let's pull up the final scores. And we'll see who made it on top for the Season 7 opener, Storm Division. First place, that was Poor Decisions with 1,500 damage. Cheese Fox, third place, 5 kills, 1,700 damage. It looks like the top 3 for tonight, or for today, we have Poor Decisions coming in first place with 74 points overall, 3 assists that last game. We have Cheese Fox, second place with 63.2 points. 1,700 damage this last game, and it looks like third place is No Candy for You with 56.6 points. What a great game! What a great series of rounds. GGs for everybody. Thank you for participating, and thank you, Whiskey Girl, for being on this stream and for checking it out. So, VOD is available, so if you need to take any clips, you go ahead and do it. And I have also recorded this just in case you wanted it longer than the 7 days. I'll be holding on to it. I'll have a recording as well. So thank you for watching. GG's everyone. And until next time, we'll see you later. Yeah. Thank you, Whiskey.